Complex for this evening's Sagamore
Go ahead and put us
Athletic
on.
Conference varsity matchup between the visiting Tri-West Bruins and your Crawfordsville Athenians. At this time, please direct your attention to the American flag located in right field. The Crawfordsville Community School Corporation and the IHSAA invite you to please stand and remove your caps as we honor the United States.
Here's the national anthem. Back at Crawfordsville High School and the Athenian baseball field, about ready to play baseball here, where tonight the Athenians host the Bruins from Tri-West.
Now, let's meet the
David Raynard, PA, man, coming on with a starting lineup, so we'll turn it over to him.
Fielder, number 17, Riley Bennett. Batting second, the starting pitcher, number 29, Gavin Loniger. Batting third, the shortstop, number 8, Kai Ross. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 7, Matthew Harris. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 4, Cameron Vandergore. Vandergore will be hitting for center fielder, number 11, Dallas Jakowski. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 15, Brady White. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 5, Carson Rockwell. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 3, Peyton Mulder. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 20, Seth Jones. The Bruins are coached by Mr. Ryan Oppie. And now the starters for your Crawfordsville Athenians. Leading off, the center fielder, number 8, Andrew Martin. Batting second, the shortstop, number 2, Austin Modes. Batting third, the first baseman, number 12, Henry Taylor. Batting cleanup, the catcher, number 23, Big Caleb Coons. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 4, Zach Fitcher. And batting sixth, the starting pitcher, number 11, Cale Corsi. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 34, Bryce Dowell. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 21, Cale Weimer. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 6, Sam Decker. Your Athenians are coached by Mr. Brett Moats. He is assisted by Rhett Welliver, Tony Bean, and Logan Meadows. Tonight's umpires are Mr. Jamie Ritter and Mr. Andy Schraber. Let's play baseball.
Great job once again by PA announcer Dave Raynard. This is Dan Welliver along with Jeff Nelson once again, and on the camera and on the computer, none other than Austin Hecky. I know what his name was. I wanted to hand him the mic actually, and I backed off.
When we go off the air, if we go off the air for some reason, then we just give him Hecky, correct?
Okay, I got you, Jeff. Well, Jeff, Athenians come in 1-1 in conference play, 5-3 overall. But, this is a big series early in the year, and Tri-West coming off of a couple of wins against the Mounties last week. So they are obviously 2-0.
Yep, they're 2-0 in the conference. They did lose a game if you happen to follow them on Max Preps or one of the other stats outlets. They did lose a game to Danville in the Hendricks County tournament.
Yes.
Does not count towards the conference record. But
Right.
but yeah, Tri-West scored a ton of runs in their first game against Southmont and then won their second game something like 9-3. So they're certainly a team never to be shortchanged in the Sagamore Conference. They're always that team that always scares you. Because somebody comes up because one guy, a pitcher comes up, has a great game or a really hot game. They can put just enough runs on the board to really make your life tough.
Right. Well, I do know they also actually have lost twice to Cascade.
Yes.
But I understand Cascade has a pretty good ball club. So, I tell you what, I've always found Tri-West to be a competitive ball club for sure.
If you know someone that wasn't able to make it out to the ballpark.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, the Athenians, as you said, 5-3, 1-1. Big doubleheader tonight. The snow and the weather has certainly kiboshed a lot of plans and has made for a lot of reschedulings. We're playing instead of Tuesday, Wednesday. We're playing 2 here tonight. If folks are into a lot of baseball, stay tuned. We got 2 games on tonight on YouTube. The second game, however, Crawfordsville will be the visiting team. As per conference rules, and so it's just going to be a lot of fun tonight. It'll be a little chilly for that second game, but Sagamore Conference baseball is always really good. It'll be fun to see how teams are reacting as they get a little bit stronger and better as this season progresses.
Well, right now we got a beautiful evening with a temperature at 53, wind out of the west at 12 miles an hour. So Athenians ready to go here.
Well, we're going to start right on time, 5:28.
Corsi to the plate. That one is in the dirt.
9 p.m. 5:29.
Well, we got started 1 minute early, according to Dave Renner.
That's right. That's right.
29. Here's the second pitch. Swung on and missed. Count evens. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is Riley Bennett, the left fielder, leading off.
Here's a line shot. Oh, a great pick. Throw to first base, and there's 1 down. And that young man is going to take.
Moats.
Man, he was all over that ball, but 1 down.
That also shows you just how nice the infield is, because that was a true hop out of the dirt. A lot of times you see, after a night of snow or a couple days of rain, fields can be a little choppy with a lot of potholes out there, and that was not good bounce. Moats covered it well. Good throw to first out, good start.
All right, Gavin Loniger coming to the plate. He's a senior, and he happens to be the pitcher for the Bruins in Game 1. There's a 1-strike pitch, grounded to third, and on to first base. Good pick over there by Weimer. So quickly, 2 down here.
Coach, I'm not going to say too much about it because I know everybody that watched, and you and I were here Saturday for a couple of Crawfordsville games. Sometimes that third out, as they say in baseball, the third out's the toughest, and the Athenians had some problems.
That's for sure. Okay, first pitch taken for a strike.
This is
go ahead.
Kai Ross.
K-A-I. K. Sounds like K, or looks like K, but it's Kai.
Kai Ross. He's a .375 hitter, one of the leading hitters for this Tri-West team.
Third pitch is in there for strike 3. So a great job there by Cale Corsi, retiring the Bruins in order. So Athenians coming to bat, hoping to jump on it and get an early lead here.
Boy, only 8 pitches. Corsi not messing around. A lot of times you see that 0-2 count. You'll nibble on a corner, throw one a little bit away, see what goes on. He came down with a knee-high outside corner fastball and got the ring up, and to the bench go to Crawfordsville, and let's see what the bats can do. It's going to be Andrew Martin, who has earned a spot in the not in the starting lineup. He's always been a starter, but now he has moved up to the leadoff spot as he continues to hit the ball really, really well. Andrew on the season, I'm going to go back and double check, just printed off 458 on the year, 11 hits in 24 at bats. So just one base hit under that 500 mark. He's by far and away the leading hitter for Crawfordsville. Henry Taylor is also above 400. Moats at 368. And let's see, that's about it, above 300 for Crawfordsville. So top of the order, who got most of the runs last Saturday. Let's see if they can get some starts, get some guys on base, and then see if the bottom of the order can pick up a hit or two.
Well, I know the majority of the runs, I believe, have been scored from the top of the order. So it looks like Coach Moats, sometimes you got to work to figure out who's going to get around the bases, but he's been pretty much on in regard to that statistic.
Yes, indeed. Leniger, as you see on the mound, is making his first start. It's his second appearance of the season for Tri-West. He has no decisions, sporting a 7.0 ERA on the year. He has thrown about 15 innings, or not 15 innings, about 5 innings, and so they've spread their pitching around. Let's see what Crawfordville can do against him.
Okay, it is indeed Andrew Martin, 7 to the plate. Gavin Leniger, the senior, who looks to be, to me, about a 6'1 or 6'2 young man. Here's the first pitch, just a little bit outside. And so I don't know whether the pitcher or the catcher, but one of them decided we need a new baseball. So.
Well, sometimes you just put them all in play once in a while, and that way they've all been touched.
Here's the pitch over the outside corner. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just getting going here at the Athenian baseball field. Bruins from Tri-West and the Athenians going head-to-head. Next pitch, breaking ball way outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Early start. Most of the games, I think, are scheduled for 6:30, Jeff. But due to the doubleheader, we're going a half an hour early. Here's the next pitch, and that's up. And that runs the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Three one swung on, popped. The catcher coming back. He may have room, and he makes a good play, completely stretched out there. I doubt if that was on camera, Austin. What do you think?
He got to the bottom of the frame, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, that was.
Well, anyway, he was fully extended.
Sure was. That was Brady White who came back, and the wind is blowing from our left to right as we are looking out at the field. So the ball was coming back towards him. He did, like you said, did a really nice job.
Oates takes the first pitch high for a ball. Next pitch is down. 2 balls, no strikes.
Moats, as we said, hitting .368, 7 hits in 19 plate appearances.
He squares, pulls the bat back, and takes ball 3. So Leniger so far with a little trouble getting the ball across the plate. He got behind 3-1 to Andrew Martin, but was able to get him out on a pop foul to the catcher. Here's the pitch. This one's taken for a strike.
Moats has walked 7 times this season. That leads the Crawfordsville team here early on in the year.
Next pitch is ball 4, down and away. So the first runner of the ball game is Austin Moats, down to first base with 1 out now.
That'll bring up Henry Taylor, hitting 200, just a little over 200. At 5 hits, 24 bats. Yep.
Average is not high, but he has had some big hits.
He sure has. 5 hits. He's had 2 RBIs.
Taken, and the ball gets away, and on down to second is Moats. Throw's made, and it gets away again. So Moats is going to move on down to third base. So that'll go as a throwing error.
Yep. Well pitched
on the
and
catcher.
an E2. Yep.
Now the Athenians with a runner on first base and 1 out. This is a case here where we need the ball put in play. Time for Henry to put it in play, and he does. A ball that's 1 hop to the right fielder. He bobbles, but Austin is in easily anyway, and the Athenians jump out to a 1-0 score.
Take advantage of a mistake, a couple of mistakes actually, and Moats walked, wild pitch, error, single.
The catcher, Caleb Coons.
All right, Caleb Coons to the plate. Caleb, the catcher, he takes one to right field. That ball is close to the line, but falls about 3 feet foul. So the right fielder, I don't believe, was going to get it if it had been 3 feet fair. Actually,
no.
It was close, but I mean,
Yep.
that was a case. We can move that over just a little bit.
Yep.
We're second and third with one out.
Yep, he was about 6 feet away, so 3 feet left, 3 feet wide. I don't think would have made. He was socially distanced from the baseball. How about
There
that?
you go. This young man doesn't like the baseballs around here.
Yep. Well, he tossed that one out, so that one probably has a nick in it. These guys know they. Budgets aren't unlimited.
Jeff, that's one of the things that's changed in baseball. If we were pitching, well, let's say a few years ago, quite a few.
Yep.
We'd look for a dark ball, a
Yep.
dirty ball,
Yep.
and a ball with a nick in it, so it's going to have a little more movement. Here's the pitch up and away.
Yes.
So the count evens on Caleb Coons.
Gaylord Perry made a living out of that, and then maybe putting a little juice on it.
There you go. All right, here's the 1-1 inside, ball 2.
Coons is hitting .286 on the season, 6 hits and 21 trips. He's got a pair of RBIs.
Caleb, I think, has a lot of big hits left in that bat. Takes this one for a strike, and the count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taylor at first base for the Athenians, probably not a steal threat in this situation. Here's a pitch, swung on and missed, and a ball out of the zone, and that really has been Caleb's main problem at the plate. He just does not command a strike zone at this point in time. If he can just get himself in a position where he's hitting strikes,
Yep.
and that average is going to jump way up.
Yep, one of the toughest.
2 down here as a swung on and missed by Fitcher. Zach Fitcher is a senior. Two down now, runner at first. Here's the pitch. Zach swings and misses. So he falls quickly behind 0-2.
227 hitter on the season, 5 hits, 22 at bats. He's got 7 RBIs though to lead the team.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's got a few doubles, I think.
Yep.
Here's the pitch. This is taken down. We're running, and actually, Tri-West didn't get anybody in quick coverage. Rather than just to turn and throw another one away, the catcher says, "I'll put it in my pocket."
Yep. So Taylor picks up a stolen base, and we said he wasn't a threat to run.
Popped, foul. This ball may stay fair, and it does, and is made as the third baseman does a good job getting over to the net, bringing the ball in for out number 3. So in the bottom half of inning number 1, your Athenians come up with 1 run on 1 hit, and there was one Tri-West error.
You betcha. So, but the Athenians do the most important thing. They put a notch in the scoreboard in the first inning. That's very good. And they also made Loniger throw 21 pitches.
Yeah.
Yep. After Corsi only threw 8 in the to get Tri-West out in the top of the first.
Well, as we mentioned, a little cool at 53 degrees, and the wind cooling it off a little more. I think actually that makes it feel like 49, so that's not terrible. But good sunshine. The folks in our stands here right by the Athenian dugout,
they're sitting in the shade.
They're
going to
already
be a
in
lot
the shade.
colder. Lots colder. Yep. The handful of Tri-West fans over on the other side, they got a little sun. So.
Yeah. Early times like this make it difficult for fans, parents, and the like to be able to get to a ball game on time.
Yeah. Coach, all kinds of stuff going on here tonight at the complex, along with our baseball game just behind us. There's a track meet going on. Crawfordsville and North Putnam are involved in a dual track meet, and over here to our right, Crawfordsville's softball team is also playing makeup softball games. They're playing Tri-West's girls, and we'll kind of back around the corner and maybe get a score once or twice from that one.
All right, Matthew Harris steps to the plate Matthew, I believe, is playing first base and
Correct.
Wearing that Mickey mantle on his back there.
Yes.
Here's a swing and a miss. Corsi throwing strikes.
You got him swinging at the ball, too, so that's a good sign for Cale early on.
Here's a pitch down and away. Count evens. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Harris hits 400. He's one of the top 4 hitters for Tri-West.
This one's at the knees for a strike. Fastball. So Austin Moats ahead on the count. 1-2. Austin Moats, no hands. I was thinking about Austin actually.
Good play, sure, yep.
Well, I was thinking about his pitching so far, and count goes to 2-2. Now Cale Corsi delivers the ball. Here's a ground ball right side. Takes a friendly hop and step it on the bag. Or there's Henry Taylor for out number 1. I was thinking about, I'd look at the stats for Austin, and I felt like it looked like to me that maybe he just maybe not as comfortable as he normally. You know, again, we obviously didn't see him last year.
Right.
But as I remember in his earlier years of pitching, he really had great command, and it showed that maybe he wasn't getting the ball over the plate quite as much as you would expect.
Sure thing. Well, I'll tell you what, Coach, and you and I have talked about this a bunch last Saturday. We'll talk about it more again today with 2 games here. You know, it's early. These guys, you know, haven't played a lot of competitive ball, and there's a swing and a miss. It's just a matter of, boy, you got to get some innings, you got to get some at bats, and just got to get some reps. Things are going to get better. I think this is a good Crawfordville team, and just got to keep working on the things.
Here's a 1-1 taken, beautiful breaking ball by Corsi. Now he's ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a pitch, another pitch in the dirt. Good job by Coons on to first base. Taylor in the air. I'm not sure he had to get in there, but he hopped up a little bit but kept his eye on the ball. Records out number 2.
Well, and remember, too, I'll defend Henry a little bit on this one because he may have been looking a little bit into the sun because the sun at that angle is coming right into his face.
Yes.
So that ball may have just got a little bit into the glare, and he took care of business. So.
All right, here's a freshman, Jeff, Brady White. Here's a ball fouled out to the right side and a long way out of play.
Yep,
Girls playing, of course. Tri-West, who I think has a pretty good softball team, Jeff.
Yes, they do.
Will be quite a challenge, I think, for the Athenians this evening. Here's a pitch. Nice fastball right there.
Just about an unhittable pitch. Knee-high, outside corner, right on the corner of the plate. That's a huge one to hit.
Here's the 0-2. Line drive into left center field, and maybe too much played on that one, Jeff.
Yep.
And that'll be the first base runner, the first hit for the Bruins.
Well,
so Brady White, the freshman.
Strokes a single. Kai Ross took a called third strike, at the end of the first inning, and that sent a signal to everybody on the Tri-West bench going, hey, you know what? If this guy's going to come after us, guard the plate with an 0-2, and that's exactly what happened. He got too good, and he hit it into left field.
Okay, number 5, that's Carson Rockwell, another senior.
The courtesy runner at first base is number 2, Carter Craig.
Carter Craig running out first base, courtesy runner.
Yep. And of course,
we've got, I don't know, what do we got? What do you got, Jeff?
There's a piece.
Now back to third baseman Carson.
That's just a piece of debris that came out of the infield, out of the pitcher's mound.
Rubber, I think. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? It can't be the clay. It has to be an old pitching.
Here's
surface.
a ground ball right side, up with it with a lot of time on to first base. So Fitcher to Taylor to record out number 3, and the Bruins come up empty again here in the top of the second. They did pick up 1 base hit, so at the end of 1.5, your Athenians continue to lead by a score of 1-0.
Only 13 pitches, 21 total for Corsi, so certainly sitting in a really nice spot from a pitch count standpoint, as Loninger needed 21 pitches to get Crawfordsville out in the bottom of the first inning.
Well, Jeff, looking ahead, the Athenians scheduled to play the old-time rival, Lebanon, Saturday morning. However, the weather forecast very, very questionable at this time.
Yep, it sure is. I have not heard, and Athletic Director Bryce Barton is doing PA work for the softball game over across the way, so it was maybe not a chance to talk to him. But there had been a little bit of chatter about playing that game tomorrow night, to try and get in ahead of the weather, but I have not heard of that for sure. We'll send our crack investigative staff out and see if we can find out.
There you go.
And we're playing 2 games here. We got time to go talk to everybody we want to. So.
Yeah. Well, and of course we would assume that we would be on webcast should that happen tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm gonna have to leave that one for you. I've already been told that I've got a county matchup. I gotta go cover north-south softball tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, I don't have a Pacers game until Saturday.
All right. Here's Athenian pitcher Cale Corsi coming to the plate. Young sophomore, impressive ball player all the way around. Here's a ground ball. It beat his shortstop. Not hit hard. Shortstop's got a gun though. I did do enough scouting to notice the young man can get the ball across the diamond.
Yes, indeed. That was just a good, solid, good pickup and a good throw there. That was Ross, Kai Ross on that one.
Yeah, let's see. We don't.
So be Bryce Dowell here.
Have a
34.
I was saying Ross. I wonder if he is pitching this year for the Bruins.
He may be
with an arm like that.
He should be. How about that?
First pitch to Dowell is strike. Here's the next pitch up. Dowell, batting average is not that great, but he's done overall still a good job at the plate. He hasn't struck out that much, and he's a very promising young freshman player. Pop fly taken down the right field line. Second baseman over and
what a play!
Held on and made a great play. That was not an easy play. There were 3 defensive players in the area, but hung on out there. And so Athenians quickly have 2 out here in the bottom of inning number 2.
Peyton Mulder had to go the farthest distance to pick that one up and managed to do it. And he running away to die, extended out, put the glove out, and had a little whim gem for himself.
Yeah. Here's a pitch taken for a strike on the outside corner. Cale Weimer.
Hitting 190 on the year, 4 hits, 1 RBI.
Here's a line drive into right center field. So Athenians pick up their second base hit, a 2-out base hit.
They get 5 hits now for him. Good contact. Good contact. He's followed that pitch to the outside part of the plate and took the ball right where it was coming to him. Just
another very promising freshman ball player.
Yes.
All right, the number 9 hitter, Jeff Decker, steps in.
Oops.
Jeff takes it on the shoulder, and actually, that was you know what, he could have got out of the way, Jeff.
Well, he could have.
He turned. He turned, but it didn't put the body much further away from the ball.
No. And the rule is
and I like it.
Yep. The rule is you do not have to get out of the way when the ball is in the batter's box. He did not stretch out over the plate. Otherwise, that would be a strike. So.
No, good job. So first and second now, 2-out rally by the Athenians. First pitch taken to Andrew Martin up high. So we're second go-round here, Jeff.
Andrew popped foul out to the catcher, who made a really, really nice play defensively to get that out.
This is taken for a strike. Count evens, a ball and a strike. Bottom of the second, Athenians leading 1-0, but a 2-out threat right now with runners at first and second. Here's the pitch, way high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch, hit off the hands. Center fielder broke back. Now he comes in and he's going to be there in time to record the out. So Andrew Martin out to center field. And so at the end of 2 full innings of play, your Athenians lead it over the Bruins from Tri-West by a score of 1-0.
11 pitches, 33 total now for Loninger, so
Okay,
he
well,
dropped his average
yeah, I
down
would
to
say
about where you want to be.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So
No, very acceptable.
Yep. Yeah, Andrew got that one just in on the fist. He had the right pitch, it just jammed him a little bit, and not any authority on that one, heading out to center field.
Well, again, Athenians, I think one of the things we have looked at this year, we need to find a way to improve our scoring opportunities.
Yes.
Too many men left on base. And
we've left 3 on already.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a couple of quick numbers on Cale Kersey out there on the mound. We're ready to face the Bruins here in the 3rd inning. He has thrown 17 innings through the course of this early season. He's got a 4.5 ERA. He's picked up 1 win. This is his 5th appearance, so he has been a regular for Coach Moats and the pitching staff.
Well, before I turn it over here, Jeff, let me say that we did not come on at the normal time today. In the normal rhythm of things, simply because we had a historical event with 3 events going: girls softball, track, and our own baseball here. We coordinated and give athletic director Bryce Barton credit for having a national anthem observed simultaneously at all 3 settings.
Yes, and that took quite a bit of coordination between all the PA guys as we get the first pitch coming up here down low. Yeah, I mean, that was just a really well done, because that happens all the time. You come out here and you get started, and then there's a half hour late started, so then do you stop for the national anthem on the other field? Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Just really well done. Foul ball. Now he hit it. He swung at it, fouled it down, and then as he finished his backswing, he hit it a second time. Does that count as 2 strikes? Just asking.
I was going to give a wise answer, but let's leave that go this time.
All right. Peyton Mulder is the guy up at the plate. Fouls another one away. This will put him behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. So not afraid to use the bat here. This is this number 8 hitter for Tri-West. Mulder on the season, just a couple looking real quickly, hitting .333 in the 8 spot.
Oh, nice pitch.
Yeah, that was a really good pitch. And that fooled him completely, and that will register the 3rd strikeout for Corsi. So he has faced 8 guys and struck out 3 of them as he continues to sail right along, except for an 0-2 fat one that he kind of threw in there that was stroked out for a single. Corsi has run through the Tri-West order pretty easily. This is number 9 hitter Seth Jones. And he fouls one back into the net.
I noticed one thing. I don't know whether it's weird or not, but neither team has that many juniors on their team.
Right. First pitch there. The second pitch down low. Yeah. Seems to be an absence of juniors all over the place.
Well,
ball,
I won't
back.
say it's. I haven't done a double check, but I think there's just 1 junior on the field for each team.
Okay.
And we have maybe at least a total of 3 freshmen.
Right.
So we've got more freshmen than juniors.
Yep.
Whoa. That
just missed it.
Now, he could have got hit, Jeff. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he could have leaned into that one. So evens the count out at 2-2. Jones is looking for his first hit of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Not there. Fooled on the pitch. Swings at the breaking ball. That will be the 2nd strikeout of the inning, 4th strikeout of the game for Corsi, as Tri-West sends the top of the order back up. And this is Riley Bennett, grounded out to Moats on a nice play to open things in the top of the 1st. This one just gripped wrong and bounces in front of Coons into his chest protector. Bennett on the season, .571 hitter. Fouls one heading for the softball game.
Yeah, that deserves a little respect.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, he's the leading hitter on the team. Now he has missed 1 game. He is 4 for 7 coming in, so he's now 4 for 8.
Good breaking ball just off the corner there, Jeff.
Just missed there. A little low, 2-1. Corsi has not been behind in very many counts in 10 hitters. Foul ball straight back, going to drift out of play.
Got to the bleachers
Got
on the
to-
football
That
field.
made it to the track meet. So
There
he's
you
hit,
go.
He's hit a foul ball to the softball game and a foul ball to the track meet. So keeping everybody alive over on the other complex parts. 2-2. In the dirt. Full count. First three ball count to any hitter by Corsi. There's a foul back into the net.
Good job both ways. A good pitcher's pitch delivered there on a breaking ball, and
Yep.
young man standing in there and getting the bat on the ball, keeping things alive.
Yes, indeed. Seventh pitch coming to this guy.
Strike three on the fastball.
Whoa, thank you very much.
They held on to that just a little bit, Jeff.
Yep.
Kept us in suspense.
Yes. So that was just a little bit of a gift. But I will say, Coach, that through 2.5 innings now, that our home plate umpire has been very, very, very consistent.
Yeah.
He has given both pitchers that outside corner. So I'm not disputing.
But
that
nothing's
at all.
been in the opposite batter's box.
No,
Not that far.
No, not that out.
No,
No, not yet. Coach Ryan Oppie, walking past him on his way back to his spot on the first base dugout, gave him a negative head shake. So he obviously didn't care for that at all. But that means that Corsi struck out the side for Tri-West here in the top of the third inning. So 3 goose eggs up, no runs, no hits, no errors. And as Tri-West has only left 1 runner so far in 3 at-bats, while Crawfordsville, as we mentioned, has left 3 runners on in 2 trips up. So Crawfordsville can continue to put guys on base and maybe get an extra base knock and put somebody across. Leading 1-0, as we noted, as you see in your scoreboard. The top of the order will continue to swing here. Andrew Martin was the last guy up in the second. So it'll be Moats, Taylor, and Coons. Moats walked, reached second on a wild pitch, reached third on an E2, and scored on Taylor's single. So that's how Crawfordsville got their solo counter up on the scoreboard. Coach, you may notice, if you look out towards the scoreboard, when I got here at about an hour and a half or so before the game.
You beat me tonight by
sure
a big
did.
bunch.
Yeah. I just ran out of stuff to do, I think. And rather than start something else, Justin Duggar, I want to give him a lot of credit.
Sure.
He was up on a ladder, and the ladder, I think, was up on a gator. He replaced a whole bunch of light bulbs out in the – so if we get a chance, we pan out to the scoreboard. All the burned-out bulbs have been replaced. It looks really sharp. Here's Moats. Moats thought he got hit.
Well,
Umpire says no.
the umpire got hit.
Yeah, the umpire got hit. Yeah, that's it. Ball 1. Maybe Moats was just asking him if he was okay. That pitch is up. Ball 2.
Oh yeah, that's
Yep.
right. Doesn't hurt to get a good point in,
Exactly. No, you gotta butter up. You gotta butter up the guy behind the plate just a little bit. You never know you're gonna need a call. We got 1 on a called third strike. I know that. Moats looks to square and pulls back and takes a called strike on the third pitch of the at bat. Excuse me. Moats, as we said, reached on a walk. His first time up, scored the only run.
That was his 10th run of the season, by the way.
Wow.
Which is the
Leads the team.
Yeah.
Yep. Ball 3. So Loniger's got to come to Moats, or he's going to put him on again here. Let's see what happens. Oh, he went right at him.
Well, he took the traditional 3-1 cut right there.
Yes, indeed.
Batter's pitch, and he was not cheated.
I think he wanted that one over out over the blowing flags.
Same pitch.
Yes.
Couldn't find it.
Give Loniger credit for challenging a hitter just like he did on two kind of letter-high fastballs, and Moats couldn't catch up with either one of them. And that's a rare strikeout. That's one thing that Austin Moats does not do a lot of.
Right.
He does not strike out too much. So, there's a shot of the scoreboard. Thanks to Austin. Right after this pitch, there's a swing and a miss by Taylor. Everybody's getting their cuts here. I was listening to the coach's chitter-chatter. We were talking about replacing light bulbs. New scoreboard next year in the budget.
Yeah.
A brand new LED scoreboard coming. So there's a fly ball. It's going to get plenty out of play. Henry Taylor gets into deep in the count pretty quickly, 0-2. Singled and drove in a run. His first trip up, stranded at second base after he stole second. Ball in the dirt. Caleb Coons with his shin guards are off. He's confident that Taylor's going to get a hit. And he doesn't. Swing and a miss. So that'll bring Caleb up to the plate. Caleb also went down swinging on a high pitch. Not a real high pitch, but up, kind of a shoulder high. Tough to lay off the high heat, but he...
it was out of the zone.
It was out of the zone.
I mean, I know he had 2 strikes, and he didn't want to take one.
So 3 strikeouts now for Loninger. Outside corner, called strike. As I said, folks watching, that outside corner strike has been a strike. Outside pitch, has been a strike all game, and it looks like it's going to stay that way. Pop fly. Should be a pretty easy can of corn out there in right field, and it is. So the F9 makes it 3 up, 3 down for the Athenians. No runs, no hits, and except for 6 pitches to Moats. So 6-10, that's a 12-pitch effort for Loninger, giving him 44 pitches in 3 innings of work. So we'll head to the top of the 4th inning, where Cale Corsi has been sailing right along also. He has faced only 1 over the minimum so far and has struck out 4, including striking out the entire side in the 3rd inning. So Ross has a strikeout in the 1st. Vandergore has a strikeout in the 2nd. And then, as we mentioned, 3 guys in the 3rd. So of course, he comes up, and it'll be Loninger, the pitcher, who grounded out to see if he can get something started for his Tri-West Bruins. 2-3 on the season, 2-0 in the Sagamore Conference.
Sugar Creek Fabricators, Serb's Tire, The Malt Shop, Tri-County Bank,
getting our
Workforce Plus.
Commercial time.
That's
here.
it. That's it. See if I can lean back without falling off the bleachers here. Oops. Yeah, it's not a good sign of their coach. 11-0 Tri-West. Still in the 1st inning of the softball game. Maybe we won't look over there too many times. Coons with a toss down. Crawfordsville dressed up in their traditional... This is about as traditional uniform as the Athenians have had. I know over the course of a lot of years of covering them, this has been that solid dark blue with a yellowish yellow color on the sleeves. Sharp-looking outfit.
Yeah.
So we got, as we said, Loninger. He hits in the 2 spot. Ground out to 3rd his first time up. Can't catch up with that off-speed pitch. Both teams, coach, are coming up getting their cuts. We haven't had too many called strikes.
Balls are around the plate.
Yep.
Credit to pitchers. Well, there's trouble.
There's a line drive.
Want to cut it off out there to keep it to a base hit.
Yep. Loninger, as we had mentioned, his first time up, one of the better hitters. He was hitting 400 coming into tonight's ball game, and now it's 1 for 2. Kai Ross took a called 3rd strike. He was the first victim of the outside corner. Ball on the black, maybe.
Short lead, but they're
really
throwing over. Lead. But I think where we're at in the batting order, probably this early in the game, probably not bunting.
Probably not. I don't know if I'd bump my number 3 guy unless it was
no.
Here's a 3-hopper in the grass. Throw over is going to get the 1 out and no throw. So a good decision.
He had no play at first, really.
Right.
Throw to second a little bit low there, but good job by Fitcher. And notice how he kept himself under control, went down and got that low throw, not getting in a big hurry to get the double play, and not get anything.
Yep. Good fundamentals. Field the ground ball clean, make the clean throw to second base, and get the lead runner, I'll take that any old time. This brings up Matthew Harris, first baseman. He grounded out to first his first time up. Ball down. Of course, he continues to work quickly and throw a lot of strikes.
Runner
goes. Curveball,
pitch.
going to make it tough. Yeah.
wrong side, but he wasn't going to get him
Yep.
anyway. So scoring position now.
That was a steal off the pitcher that time because he broke. It was a good break on the bright pitch.
Oh, yeah.
He broke on a curveball, which took a long time to get to Coons. Pitch was a called strike, evens at 1-1, but does put a runner in scoring position for the first time for Tri-West. Pitch outside. Coons with a nice job in smothering it. Two balls, one strike, one on, one out. Top of 4 here. Off speed. Moves the count to 3-1. So for the second time tonight, of course he has a 3-ball count. He went to 3-2 on Bennett. Got a called third strike. Pitch. Ooh. I think Harris managed to talk his way into that by leaning just a little bit.
I agree. That ball had a lot of drop to it.
Yeah, I think that was close. That was close to a strike. Didn't get called. First walk of the ball game, however, issued by Corsi, and that's going to bring pitching coach Rhett Welliver out to have a little chat. Corsi has really sailed through. He had only used 8 pitches in the first inning and only 13 in the second, and he, has worked a little bit harder. And then his pitch count just getting a little bit up. I didn't do a third inning. There's 6, 10, 15. So 15 pitches in the third inning, making it 36. And he's about at 10, 11 for this top of 4. This will bring up designated hitter Cameron Vandergore. Vandergore struck out, swinging his first time up. We reload the umpire. About 3 baseballs come in from varying locations. Softball field, track and field meet, whoever else had one, maybe the concession stand. Another off-speed pitch called strike.
Too slow for 2.
Yep. But we'll
good job,
we'll
though.
Take the one. Good play.
Really nice job
sure
by Austin Moats.
Sure was. He stayed focused on it, and that's one of the things the coaches have been a little critical of the guys, in the early part of the season, kind of you losing a little focus, not making just sometimes all you can do is make the one routine play and get the one out. You can't do a Sports Center thing every time and get one. And they'll take that out. That gives them 2.
Well, this brings up the Bruins freshman who got the first base hit for them.
Yes, he sure did. He swings and misses on this one. Ball pops away. The one thing that I'm sure Corsi will be remembering, though, is that he got out 0-2 on this guy and gave up an 0-2 strike on a good pitch, and that was so. We'll see. He may not get anything quite that good here. That pitch is way out.
Good job.
Yep.
Good job, Caleb. Stepping behind the batter to keep that ball right there.
Yep. It's kind of funny. We'll have to wait till after a batter. A little bit of a story tying into Major League Baseball that I had a conversation with.
They've stolen 2 bases, Jeff. You got to wonder if they might.
Balls
in the dirt.
Balls
there
in
he
the
goes.
Dirt. Yep. And
I think he was just picking up the fact that it was ball in the dirt rather than running.
Oh, he was not. He was
as
not
a steal.
breaking. Yeah. No, that will go as a wild pitch.
WP.
Yep. But that will be we'll put 2 guys in scoring position. So now you got to get this hitter out.
Oh, nice pitch.
Good curveball.
Nice
good
pitch.
Curveball. Called strike. 2-2. White hits in the 6th spot.
Well, let's bring it back.
Yep.
Keep it in the same location. Oh,
and hit it. And he'll hit him.
My.
Yep. So hit him with 2-2 count. Now the only good piece on that is that first base was open. And we're going to get the courtesy runner. That is number 2. That is Craig. Carter Craig,
the courtesy runner
senior.
Is number 2, Carter Craig.
So bases loaded. Carson Rockwell up, hitting in the 7th spot, grounded out to second base, his first time up. Of course, he will continue to work out of the stretch here.
Good pitch.
Yep. Again, a little bit, looked like a little off speed. He's been working a lot of the deuces here.
Nice pitch.
Boy,
wow.
that just missed. Just missed. 1-1. Wheels fires. Foul ball back in the net.
Hell, he had a good cut.
Sure did.
Did not get cheated.
Drops him to a 1-2 count. Pitcher's pitch here, but with runners on all three bags, you just got to make sure it stays in front of your catcher.
Oh, boy.
Called third strike.
Got
Totally
him.
fooled him.
Got
Totally fooled him. Looking for something outside and got caught right off the fist. So that is strikeout number 6 for Corsi, and the Athenians get out of a major jam right there. No runs on one hit, the leadoff single. No errors, but 3 left on base. So now the Bruins have left 4 on, and the Athenians have left about 3.
Both teams even on base hits.
Yes.
2 hits each, but the big number up there is that first one that shows the Athenians leading 1-0.
The only stat that matters is what's the first line on the scoreboard, and that's the score. They call it the scoreboard for a reason. They don't call it the hit board or the error board or the left on base board. So, yeah, Coach, we were talking about when that one pitch was behind the batter a moment ago. I had a conversation with a friend, and earlier this week there was some scenario in Major League Baseball where somebody threw behind a batter and a fight happened and somebody got fined and 3 guys got thrown out of games and stuff like that. And so somebody said, "What do you think about throwing behind the batter?" I said, "You got to come to a high school baseball game." We usually get 3 or 4 of those a night, So that I really don't think too much of it, but it's much ado about nothing, and I'm just trying to stay positive. I'm getting so incredibly frustrated with what's going on in professional sports all the way around, and especially with baseball. Go play baseball, guys, and go play by your old rules and do whatever you want to do. So,
yeah, I heartily agree with you there, but maybe something for another
day. Yep.
Another day.
Another conversation.
We'll let that one go.
Touche to that, and we've got.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new pitcher for
Yeah,
Tri-West,
that's what I thought.
22, Isaac Pearson.
So Coach Ryan Oppie is not going with his starter for too long. Maybe a pitch count. Isaac Pearson is now in. So he's almost, unless there's a bunch of defensive switches, we'll find out as we get into the batting scenario here. But Isaac Pearson. First pitch fouled away. Maybe if I put it to the right team, it'll go a lot faster. This is Fixture.
Oh, too easy.
Comebacker right to the pitcher. Pearson will toss it over. 1-3. And that makes Zach 0 for 2 on the day after a foul ball out to the third baseman, his first trip up. Corsi now to the plate, grounded out to short his first trip in the second inning.
The pitcher, Kale Corsi.
Corsi on the year.
Right at him again. Yep. This is a young man we've talked about. He's hitting more balls on the line that have gotten caught.
Yep.
That would, he could be hitting 400, but.
Yep, that pitch is 5 feet to the left or right. It's in the outfield for a single. So it'll register the second quick out. Pearson quickly gets a couple of retired. Bryce Dowell, who flied out, technically fouled out. There's a called strike on a really nice play by Tri-West second baseman Peyton Mulder. Scooting down the outfield line. Foul ball straight back at us. 0-2 for Dowell. Has moved into the regular rotation. Started out the season doing some pinch hitting. And is now, I think the last 2 or 3 games at least, has been starting in left field. Tried to lean into one.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't quite.
Great job.
Yep. Ball inside, makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pearson set. Foul ball, punched down out of play.
Yeah, he liked the looks of that fastball, but he's just a little late there.
Right. Pearson works quickly also. He's working full-time out of the stretch with nobody on base. The righty, we'll get some stats on him next go-around. Ball in the dirt.
You probably mentioned this, and I probably missed it. But anyway, this young man is another freshman. Here.
Oh, no, I did not mention that. Pearson is making his third appearance of the season. No decisions, and has not allowed an earned run. Here's a hit.
Could be
Slips
close.
in the grass.
Still out.
Got him. Give him the call on that one. It's out 4-3.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left.
Close is out, guys. That's the reality of life on the diamond. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Crawfordsville goes in order as Pearson sets everybody down. So Loninger only threw 44 pitches, so he is not. Well, he's still eligible to pitch in the second game of the doubleheader tonight. So that may be what Coach Oppie is looking at doing, and I'm sure they've got reschedules all over the place too. I know they're still in the middle of the Hendricks County tournament, so. But we'll see. As everybody sees, that Crawfordsville still holds that 1-0 lead. Of course, he is continuing his efforts as we hit into the fifth inning.
Yeah, we're moving right along time-wise, Jeff.
I'll take that.
Especially when you got two, I think.
Yeah. Well, we have had some long games here over the course of some time. Last Saturday, I know we had
I know. We had a ball game last week. You put the third column there of errors.
Yeah.
And we had 11
errors
between the two teams.
That's right.
And I'm not sure we got them all counted to that.
Yeah. There's some generous scoring, I think, going on. So we only have one error counted between the two teams. 4 hits, as you see, 2 hits for each squad. 1-0 Crawfordsville as we head to the top of the fifth inning.
Leading off for the Bruins, the pitcher,
Bottom and top.
Pearson.
All right, and so this is where the pitcher is going to be. So he's in for Mulder, hitting here in the fifth inning. First pitch just misses. Ball 1. Of course, he has 6 strikeouts in 4 innings of work, including a 3-strikeout third. Pitch out.
Whoa, baby.
Well, I'll take that, says all Crawfordsville fans. As we mentioned a couple times, this home plate umpire has been very consistent with his strike zone. That outside corner pitch has been a strike all night long on both sides. So that's all you ask for. Just ask the guy with the counter to be consistent, and he has been. This pitch, there we go. Count evens out at 2-2. Number 8 hitter here. It's first time up. Pearson.
Good job.
Yep. Takes a cut at one high and outside. May have been in the zone, may not have been. So Pearson strikes out for the first time. That's Corsi's 7th strikeout here. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, hitting in the 9th spot, playing in right field, which is number 9 on the scorecard. Seth Jones was one of those strikeout victims in the 3rd inning. This pitch just a little up. Cale Corsi, as we mentioned, works quickly. He is set and ready to go. That pitch misses just down or just out or just both. 2-0. Top of Danville's order, top of Tri-West order, waiting, called strike. Here for the Bruins. Trailing, but sitting in first place in the conference. Foul ball off of a couple of folks. Evens the count at 2-2. Tri-West missed some games early in the season, only 2-3 on the year, and 2-0 in the Sagamore Conference.
Well, I believe they have like a temperature qualifier in order to play.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen that on paper. Okay,
got it. Very
but
possible.
I've been told that. There, we need to play left side.
To Hopper. Throw. Good.
Nice job.
Yep. Again.
Just doesn't hurry himself.
Yep. Weimer did a nice job that time. He settled. Got the ball in his glove. Got the ball clean out of his glove. And we'll call it a 5-3. Get the assist to Weimer. 2 outs. To the top of the order we go for Tri-West. And this is Riley Bennett, who is 0 for 2, grounded out to start things off in the first, and then took a called third strike. And he's not waiting for another called strike. He pops one foul over into the Tri-West fan base over to our right. Bennett worked a 7-pitch at bat before taking a called third strike on the outside corner his last trip up. Corsi sets.
Boy, he's liking that down and away.
Yep.
Kind of. I hope that corner is really that wide.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it is now, so keep using it.
That's, yeah. Yeah. Ball. Well, as I said, you know, all you ask for is just, it's the same for both pitchers, and so far it has been.
Oh, boy.
There's a shot out to right, two-hopper to left.
Yeah, a little soft breaking ball that time, maybe just a little too soft.
Yep, yep.
Well, I think the main thing was he just got too much plate.
Yep, Bennett saw it coming and stroked it into left field. Bennett's first hit, third hit for Tri-West. 2 outs, 1 on, top of 5.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see somebody running right here.
Yeah, Loninger not going. Foul ball, first pitch. Down the third base side, Loninger singled to open the 4th and was forced out trying to advance later on. He grounded out his first trip to the plate, so he's officially 1 for 2. Foul ball to the right side, so 1 to each side. Loninger started on the mound and is the pitcher of decision right now for Tri-West. He went 3 innings of pretty solid pitching, just giving up the 1 Crawfordsville run. Let's see what happens here on 0-2.
Yep.
Ball down. Would have been a pretty good pitch to go on because with the pitch down and away, it would have been a lot harder for Caleb to come up, plant, and throw. So we'll see. Bennett, good lead, doesn't go. Oh, there's a swing at an outside pitch. Coons comes up with it, throw to first, easy out. Good job. Good, super basic fundamentals for Crawfordsville so far in this ball game. And that retires Tri-West, no runs and a hit. No errors, and it strands a runner. 5 runners now stranded for Tri-West. Of course, he continues to sail on. 4, 8, 13, and 6 is 19 pitches. They didn't get the other inning here, so that's 2, 3, 8, 10, 15, 19. So Corsi sits at 55. He is at 74 pitches after 5 innings. So certainly doable for a full game if this can continue and coach wants to stay with that scenario.
Well, the best thing is let's get a few runs
let's
right
get him
here.
some support. That's exactly right. The Athenians will also hit bottom and top. That'll be number 8 hitter Cale Weimer, who singled. So there's a good sign there. Sam Decker in the 9th spot was hit by pitch. So those guys both made it on base their last trip up, but that all happened with 2 outs, and the extra hit was not there. So we'll see what goes.
Well, Sam has had good at-bats for the most
Yes,
part.
yes.
He's had some tough luck in hitting line drives at people.
Sure.
And,
he and Weimer are both kind of in that same boat. They've hit a lot of hit a lot of stuff, either hard one-hoppers at fielders. They've hit a lot of line drives that have gone, right into gloves. So.
Well, Cale's base hit earlier was, at least it was the best-looking base hit that I've witnessed this year from him.
Sure.
We'd take another one like that.
We'll just take him on base any old way. That's how we'll
for sure.
We'll just be greedy and say, well, on base, walk, hit, air, or if the umpire just says go down and start. So Weimer one for one. Called strike, facing Pearson for the first time. Pearson in relief in the 4th inning, working his way through the rotation for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Weimer
slid that right in under his hands.
Did, yep. I think Weimer was looking for something outside, got the inside one, and he falls behind 0-2. Outside, lays off. 1-2.
He wasn't going to make a mistake giving up a hit on 0-2 there.
No, that's for sure. It was maybe on the corner, but it was too high. Count evens at 2-2. Crawfordsville 5-3 in the season, 1-1 in the conference. Tri-West 2-0 in the Sagamore.
Good job.
That was a good layoff there.
3 fastballs,
Yep.
all up out of the zone.
Puts the count full. Foul ball. Heard it hit off a couple sets of shin guards. That'll bring the 7th pitch of this at bat for Weimer. That is the most for Crawfordsville. Moats got a 6 pitch at bat earlier before striking out. Well, put it in play. Couple of hoppers. Throw.
Oh, my.
He did beat it
I was
out.
gonna say.
Boy, I wasn't sure. Yep. That umpire took some time.
Yeah, he did, but I'm sure he was right there.
Oh, I don't dispute it. I don't dispute it at all. So
I have
it's going to be an infield hit.
Going to have a runner here.
Weimer. And this will be a pinch runner.
Number
Crawfordsville, number 20. That's Underwood. Caden Underwood. Thanks to Austin. All right,
The
so
pinch runner at first base is number 20, Caden Underwood.
Underwood. And this is a pinch runner in the 5th, not a courtesy runner.
Yeah.
You can courtesy run for the pitcher and the catcher. You
Well, I'm
cannot.
sure we'll see a re-entry there. But,
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So Sam Decker comes to the plate. He reached base, hit by a pitch. Would sure look for him to be bunting. Austin asks, and I tell, 15-0. Tri-West leading the softball game in the 2nd inning. Here comes the bunt. Offers and misses. Strike 1. I'm sure he'll get the same call here. Offers.
That's
Nope.
better. That's better.
Yep, pulls it back.
But that's what I would have done if I was a pitcher when we attempt to bunt one.
Yep.
Like we did on the first strike, I'd throw another one up there.
Just see if he'll mistakenly go after it, and he did not. 1-1. Throw to first. Underwood is not that far off the base yet.
No, and, let's face it, he's an inexperienced base runner over there at this level. So
Right.
he's a short lead.
Yeah, one giant step is all that is. There's a bunt
Oh, they
straight
got to play
out.
it second.
Oh, he's
They
going to
didn't
go to
take it,
first.
though.
We'll take it. We'll take the sacrifice. Decker gets his job done. Sacrifice 1-3. Advancing Underwood, the pinch runner, to second base. 1 out, 1 on. Top of the order up for the Athenians. Andrew Martin, 0 for 2. Fouled out, flew out. Leading hitter for Crawfordsville coming into the game. See if Andrew stays hot. This will be a spot for a base hit.
Little anxious.
Yep, he thought it was a spot for a base hit, too. Goes after it. Pearson looking everybody back. Fouls this one back. Andrew falls behind. 0-2.
Yeah, well, too. Maybe, this is where we could use a waste pitch that goes to our advantage.
Yes. Have this guy
pick
put
one in the dirt here, maybe to the screen. Not so. Good job, Andrew.
There you go. Stays alive by fouling that one off. Still 0-2 for the Wabash-bound Athenian center fielder. Yep, up and out, up and out. Pearson's first strikeout. Pearson in relief. That registers out number 2. The Athenians will need to rely on Austin Moats. Moats walked and scored Crawfordsville's solo run in the first inning.
Oh, we got to lay off that.
Yeah,
We got to lay off that.
he cuts at the high heat. said Moats walked in the first. He also struck out in the third. Yep.
There it was.
That's a called strike. So now, just like Martin, Moats is behind 0-2. And there's a ball down. And that's going to get past the center fielder. That's going to be a double, stand up, a dot, and an RBI.
Yeah, a change in places kind of play.
Yeah. Change spots with the guy. Big hit. Big hit for Austin Moats. Drives in the run. That's the pinch runner, Underwood. So that gives Crawfordsville a crooked number now, 2-0. And that's the fourth hit of the ball game. This will bring up Henry Taylor, who also has a single and an RBI in the first. So let's see if he can repeat his heroics. Taylor was also a strikeout victim in the third inning. Moats with a sizable lead.
Way back there. Way back there.
Drive. There's a
way
drive.
Back there.
Whoa,
he's not going to get it.
Head. Just to the other side of the 365 sign, and for the second time in a row, Crawfordsville hitters swap places with the guy at second base.
And another double.
Yep.
For Henry, and I'm not sure what his count is.
Well,
I've got it. Yeah.
We'll have it here in a second. That is Henry Taylor's fourth double of the season, and that now gives him 6 RBIs, which is second on the team. Pitcher has 7. Here's ball 1 to Coons. Coons could make this a much more interesting thing with one more single here. Plays off a high outside, 2-0. So Crawfordsville does some damage with 2 outs. They get 2 in this inning. On 3 hits so far.
Well, you can injure yourself swinging like that.
Yes. You can't swing any harder than that. 2 balls, 1 strike here for Caleb.
Oh, boy.
Yep, that's that outside corner pitch.
See,
it's been a strike all day.
His eyes focus the upper part, and he takes too many good ones. Really, that's a good pitch. That wasn't really on the knees.
Yep.
Good job. Good job of hitting there.
Fought that one off to stay alive. 6th pitch of the at-bat. Caleb struck out in the first inning, flied out to right, his second trip up. He faces Pearson here in the bottom of the 5th with Crawfordsville a couple runs into this inning.
Attaboy.
Pitch up, fills it up.
He gets it around that strike zone, that square one up.
Yep. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming, just like Weimer. Weimer singled with us on the 7th pitch.
4.
Coons up. Ball 4.
Good job being patient there.
Yep. Now we'll see if we get a courtesy runner for Coons.
Probably not.
Coach Moats took a couple of steps towards the dugout. I didn't know if he was yelling at somebody to get ready or not.
I think he runs too well.
Yep. This will put Fitcher up on the 5th. Fouls it up. Yep. Still counts as a strike. Fitcher fouled out and grounded back to the pitcher. Pearson has now gone through the order. Pearson is facing Fitcher for the second time. High and out, evens the count up. Well, Coach, I'm going to give you at least a little bit of a lead going into your last 2 innings. Ball in the dirt. Yeah, I couldn't help you out much on Saturday. We lost that tough one to CC, and then you got all the work done yourself with a run score in the bottom of the 2 runs actually in the bottom of the 7th inning to win that game. Swing and a miss. Yep. That evens it up for Zach. 2-2. Runners both get a good lead. Coons is not being held at first base. Pitch. Oh,
Hit him.
Nipped him. Yep, got him on the inside arm. So that will move everybody up 90 feet. Load the bases.
The pitcher, Cale Corsi.
That'll bring Cale Corsi up. Corsi, who, as Coach said, has been hitting some hard ones, but
He's 0 for 2 now.
Yep.
Lined out to second the last at bat. We take a liner that finds a hole this time.
Yes. Liner finds a hole, could score 2.
Good job.
Yep, pitches up.
Begin to labor a little bit out there on the mound.
Yep. Corsi is hitting 208, but he's got 5 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 doubles, so he can get it done with a bat.
Well, that's well hit.
It's going away from the center fielder.
Nobody.
Get to it. This may clear the bases. Here it comes. Yep. That's going to score 3. So Crawfordsville's 3rd double of this inning. And Corsi gives himself 3 cushion runs by driving in 3 with that double to the fence. Boy, all and a courtesy runner coming in for the Athenians.
Number 5.
That is number 5. Austin may have to tell me who that is.
The courtesy runner at second base is number 5, Evan Cheney.
Cheney. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Evan Cheney, thank you. And he is the courtesy runner. I just didn't see him on the roster there, So that big hit gives Crawfordsville a monster courtesy, a big crooked number this inning. 5 in this inning, a 6-0 lead, still at bat.
We're getting a little action in the bullpen down here, Jeff.
Okay.
There's a pitch up and away. I was about ready to ask you what the pitch count was for Cale, but
Cale is got 74 pitches after 5 innings.
Okay, pretty good shape.
Yep. Called strike. Dowell is the 9th hitter of this inning for the Athenians. That double scored Taylor from 3rd, Coons from 2nd, and Fitchter from 1st. Let's pitch in the dirt. So as we said, the Athenians have 5 this at bat. 3 doubles have been a big hit, but a walk and a hit batter got things loaded up for Corsi's double. Oh, that bent his knees, called strike. 2-2 on Dowell. 0 for 2. Fouled out, grounded out. Here in inning number 5. And pitch up. So once again, a full count. It's going to take a little while to count all the pitches when we get to this and finish this at bat.
Yeah,
missed it.
It appears there's no movement in the Tri-West dugout over here, so it appears that this young man's he's out there for the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
just as I speak, here we go.
Here comes Coach Hoppy.
Hoppy's on the way.
Coach Hoppy. Pearson sailed through his first inning and only needed 9 pitches to register 3 outs. But he has found the Athenian hitters a little bit more in a take mode here in this 5th inning. Coach Hoppy, conversations going on. There is not any movement, no ball changing hands, etc. So just
Gotta
kind of
stay.
Yep. Just
I think I think he wants to try to save his pitching. Obviously.
Yep. So this will now have to. This is a Weimer now.
Third baseman, Cale Weimer.
He re-enters because he was pinch run for by Underwood earlier this at bat, or this inning, I should say. Foul ball, straight back.
Yeah.
Weimer 2 for 2 today.
2 for 2. One of the 4 freshmen in this ball game. Each team
Okay.
playing a pair of
A
freshmen.
couple of freshmen.
Attaboy.
Lays
Stay off
off
that.
that.
This young man's been high. That's why he's gotten into
Yep.
really so much
Got
trouble.
them into some trouble. Dowell leads off at first. Corsi, whose double drove in 3, leads off at second.
There's a good pitch.
Good pitch. Fooled Weimer. And he'll fall behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of 5. Crawfordsville with a comfy lead right now.
Let's see the breaker again.
Nope. And it's
There, we got
down in the
couple
dirt.
of free
Ball gets
bases.
away. Yep.
On that one, yeah.
So that'll be a wild pitch. Moves the hitters. Moves the runners, excuse me. Weimer with a 2-2 count. He's got a chance to.
It'd really break it open.
Yeah.
Yeah, right line,
What's
I
in
think
the
is going to
right?
hang too high.
Yeah, got a little altitude, and the center fielder.
He got a lot of bat on the ball, though.
Yep, that was Jakowski that made a long run.
With no errors and 2 left.
5-4, none, and 2. So the Athenians take advantage of a couple of walks and a hit batsman, and a couple of those guys score. As we said, Corsi with a big 2-out, 2-3-run scoring double to give the Athenians a commanding lead. I'll get a pitch count done for you here, Coach.
Okay. Well, Corsi back on for action here in the top of the 6th. Athenian now leading 6-0. Line score has the Bruins with no runs on 3 hits and 1 error, and your Athenians 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors.
Pearson needed 42 pitches in that at bat. So, but he is still not the pitcher of record for Tri-West.
No, that's that's true.
That'll be Loniger, who started through the first 3 innings, allowed only 1 run, but until Tri-West gets that 1 to knot it, it becomes his. Corsi is moving along towards possibly picking up his 2nd win of the season.
Kai Ross to the plate for Tri-West as we start inning number 6.
0 for 2.
Gale, just a little bit inside. Threw a pitch about as hard as he's thrown any, I think, the whole game. Comes back with the next pitch in the dirt, so Gale quickly falls behind. 2 balls, no strikes.
That was about a 15-minute at bat, so you just hope he didn't get chilled.
And we're gonna throw that ball out.
Yep.
So
that's the second one.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, looking around here, Athenian fans are beginning to get bundled up, blanketed up, whatever, and gonna hang in here, and they got a lot of innings to go with the doubleheader.
Yep.
Here's a pitch, just almost hit him. So Kale a little out of rhythm right now. 3 balls, no strikes.
Tri-West has their 3, 4, 5 hitters at bat here.
All right, let's see if he can come back here. And the answer is no, as the fastball stays inside. So Kale throwing, I believe all 4 were fastballs, and none of them found the zone. Hate the leadoff walk, no question about it, but
The third baseman, Matthew Harris.
better situation for the leadoff walk this inning than it was the last inning.
That's right. Yeah, the Athenian bats just help themselves and help Corsi out immensely.
Carson Rockwell at the plate. Here's a fastball. Nice play back there by Coons. Picking that one out of the dirt. So Corsi not finding the zone yet here in the 6th inning.
This next pitch will be his 80th.
And that one's a breaking ball for a strike. Carson Rockwell, the senior. Throw to first, runner back in time. Runner goes, and we had him picked. Here's a ground ball. I think we did yell, but I guess Corsic maybe was. Well, I don't know.
He was committed to the pitch. And
he probably had time to step off, but
he did.
Hey,
yep.
Where we're at, that's okay. We got a strike.
Yep.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, the breaking ball catches the inside corner. So for the second time today, Rockwell goes down on strikes.
The designated hitter, Cameron Vandergoor.
Vandergoor to the plate.
He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout also.
He's going, and the ball in the dirt. No chance for Caleb there. Yeah, he had too big a jump. If we'd have been able to handle the ball back there, still was going to be no play. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 down, top of the 6th. Athenians leading 6-0. Here's the pitch taken for a strike on the outside corner. That's a great breaking ball right there.
Yep. These Tri-West hitters have all come away shaking their heads about this outside pitch, but this guy has called every single one of those a strike. So, guys, you need to adjust.
All right, now the 1-1. That one's going to catch the top of the zone on the breaking ball. Cameron Vandergoor. Here's a pitch right there. That was a beautiful pitch. I'm not sure where in the world that was.
Whoa.
I'm not sure. Here comes pitching coach Welliver now. I'm not sure what we saw right there. I can tell you one. Well, no, I won't even go there. But
are you using some inside information, or are you guessing? Because you got a little bit of both.
Let me put it. Can I say educated guess?
Yes.
How's that?
My guess is he missed a signal.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I hope he didn't shake one off.
Oh, well, okay. Same scenario.
Okay.
Missing. I guess I was using a big picture, missing a signal.
2-2 on the way. Swung on a ground ball. Right side. Tough play for the second baseman. Up and over. Good job, Fisher.
That'll put the second out on the board. Ross will move to third. But that big second out is bigger than anything.
Yeah.
And that'll bring Brady White up.
The catcher, Brady White.
Yeah, Brady White, pretty impressive ball player for a freshman.
Yep. Single.
Here's a wild pitch. That is going
to
be close, but the throw's a little bit too high.
Yep.
Okay, the run scores on a wild pitch, and it becomes a 6-run ball game here.
Well, and the happiest guy in town is Gavin Loninger, the starting pitcher for Tri-West. He gave up 1 run. He's no longer going to be the losing pitcher, no matter what happens.
Here's the ball again.
In the dirt.
In the dirt into the backstop, and we have a 2-0 count. But we have 2 outs.
That leadoff walk, you talked about it. As Ross walked to first base. Always a dangerous thing.
Here's a line shot at oh, what a pick! Weimer on to first wide, but the tag is made. Great job on both ends of that play.
The Bruins score
Boy, that's a great play by Weimer to corral that thing. That was a shot to the opposite side. He had to go with his glove to the other side of his throwing side of his body. Made a good enough throw. And then a real nice effort by Henry Taylor to finish the play because the throw pulled him away from the runner, and he had to still come back and tag the guy. So.
I'll tell you what, I saw a big league player have the same play maybe 2 days ago at first base. And you know what he did? He tried to hang on the base and came off, didn't make a tag.
Yep.
And but time he figured out he's off, he's trying to tag.
Sure,
it's too late.
Sure.
So, I mean,
nope, you gotta
give those guys credit. You're right, both ends.
Yep, fundamental
baseball.
rules. You can't make the out if you don't have the ball. So Taylor made that happen first. You got to have the ball to make the out. You can't get back to the base, so you got to do the second best thing, and that's make the tag. And that's what he did with a smart play. That's the kind of thing that, Coach, I don't know. 2 weeks ago, both of those things probably don't happen on the same play because this team has, and I'm not talking about Crawford. I'm talking about Tri-West. I'm talking about North Montgomery. I'm talking about North Putnam. I'm talking about Lafayette Jeff, whoever it is. A year off cannot be substituted in practice no matter what happens. But this team has shown me over the last 3 games that I have watched them play that they are getting more fundamentally sound.
Well, I've seen Weimer at third base just really impressed me.
Yep.
For a freshman, he just played great third base. In fact, I do know he may have more. I haven't looked that up, but anyway, I know he's had 1 error at third base.
Okay.
But that would have been under the heading of a fairly tough play.
Right.
Yes, a play he probably should have made, but nonetheless, he's made great play. That was a shot, one hop and just backhand, big time. All right, 9-1-2 for the Athenians here, Jeff.
Yep.
Sam Decker to the plate. He's walked and had a sacrifice bunt.
Coach, if I read the stats right, Weimer has 1 error.
Okay.
Nope, I apologize.
He's got 2 because
2 errors. 2
one
errors.
as a pitcher.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 errors. So, but it was
in the
great.
same game, by the way.
Yes.
First pitch taken for a strike. Next pitch, Sam swings and misses, kind of a uppercut swing there on a pitch down and in. So
It's
Sam behind on the count now.
It's kind of like how I swing my 7-iron.
Well, at least maybe you're swinging. I'm not.
I miss a lot of those too. Little up.
I'm hoping I get out there next week.
Yes. Did I see right? It's supposed to be like 80 degrees on Tuesday.
You saw it.
Get the sunscreen out.
Tuesday and Wednesday, but I think Wednesday's got a little rain again, believe it or not. I believe that maybe, I don't know.
That's April. It's
Tuesday.
Indiana. You never know what's going to happen.
It's too early to talk about what it's going to do.
We're not even sure what's going to happen tomorrow morning yet.
It's going to be cool. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sam Decker, right fielder. Here's a pitch. Swung on and missed. Up and in, and that really tied Sam up. So he goes down for the first out. Bottom of the 6th. Athenians leading 6-1 now. Leadoff hitter Andrew Martin to the plate.
Andrew looking to get off the snide. He has not had a hitless game yet this season.
Well, he
He's
had
0
a
for
tough
3.
strikeout his last time in a potential scoring situation. But he's had a lot of come-throughs. Not sure where that one was.
A little down probably because it sure was on that corner. Base hit here. We gave him a little confidence because we got another game to play yet.
Swinging at a pitch up, way out of the zone. Third baseman over, under, fair ball now, and he puts it away. So 2 down. Yeah, I don't know. Andrews, that's the second pitch that was quite a bit out of the zone that he swung at today. So I just kind of have to be a little more patient, maybe.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to do too much too soon. So, hey, he's got another game to play. That's what it's all about.
Right, Austin Moats steps in and takes a up and in ball.
Moats has reached base twice and has scored 2 runs for the Athenians. In the first inning, he walked and scored eventually on a hit, and then he was one of the multiple doubles that Crawfordsville padded, 3 doubles in the last at bat to score some runs.
There's a ball, so 2-0. Never too late for a 2-out rally.
Heavens no.
Ball 3 that one is way high.
Yep. I know we hadn't talked about it. 16 pitches that last at bat for Corsi, so he's got 90. So he's certainly got plenty of. If he's got
There's
the
a
gas,
strike.
yep. If he's got enough gas in the tank, and the coaches like it, I mean he's got the legal number that he can sure get the last 3 outs and get this.
Well,
win.
we don't see any work in the bullpen. That
Right.
might lead us to think that's going to happen.
Yep.
Here's a pitch, right 2. So Austin being patient, runs the count full now.
Team results as of this point. In the boys event, it's Crawfordsville 34, North Putnam 12.
Here's a ball. The left fielder's back. He's kind of had a little hesitation step there, but found himself, pulled it in for out number 3.
Yep.
So Moats flies out to left field to end inning number 6. Athenians go to the 7th, leading 6-1.
Wait and see if Cal Corsi comes walking
looking
out.
around, eh?
I would sure think.
He looks like he's headed right to the mound.
Yep. Coach Rhett Welliver hands him the baseball. I know they had a couple of discussions about something's going on, whether he had waved off a pitch or did something, and but that's what coaches do with young players. These are all learning situations.
Well, I tell you what, you kind of do that to the older players too.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yep.
And probably more than ever because, I don't know, we may be beating a dead horse here, but again, not having a season last year, not getting that playing experience,
Yep.
you're going to put yourself in that situation where you're going to have to kind of, have a little counseling done from time to time that might not ordinarily be done maybe with a senior, for example.
Sure. Yeah, because a lot of these guys, a senior this year is technically kind of a junior in
Yeah.
experience, and
Yeah.
we're still only 5, 6, 7, 8 games into the season.
Unlike the collegians, they don't get that extra year
That's
of
right.
eligibility.
That's exactly right. Yep. Yeah, I don't think very many moms and dads would want to keep a high school senior around for an extra year.
All right, here's Corsi, and he hits the batter as we start out here. Carson Rockwell was I believe his first time on base today.
That is correct. He was 0 for 2. I was just going to mention that this is 7-8-9 coming up for Tri-West. They are a combined 0 for 6. So that did not give Corsi the best start. Here's a comebacker.
Oh, my.
Oh, that's a line drive.
Line drive, double play. Thank you very much.
I did not see. I thought the ball bounced to Corsi. It did not. So that's going to be a very quick get out of the inning, get out of trouble. So an L1 and a 1-3 DP.
Well, I had say tough luck there for the young man. That was the young freshman there lining out to the pitcher.
Yep.
Here's the first pitch taken for a ball. This is Seth Johns up here. Pardon me. I could sneeze in the mic.
Don't do that. Foul tip, strike. Evens the count 1-1. John's 0 for 2. Strikeout, ground out.
On the outside corner, there's the one we've been living with right there.
Where that pitch it's been 20 times thrown and 20 times called a strike.
Fly ball, left center field.
Yep,
and it's Martin. He gets it. A beautiful catch. Andrew Martin making every play you could ask him to make to this point in the season. So your Athenians victorious here in this Sagamore Conference game. First of a doubleheader this evening. Athenians, 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. And for the Bruins from Tri-West, they have 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 error. So, good start to the evening, Jeff.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, just run through that. Loninger does not lose. He started, and Pearson, who came into relief in the 4th inning, gave up 5 runs in that 5th inning, and he will pick up the loss on the mound. Corsi I'm just going running through the numbers. He got a really quick get out of jail card free on that line drive. So we only ended up throwing 4, 5, 6. So he threw 96 pitches for the game. So he picks up the win with a complete effort, and as Coach mentioned, 6 runs, 6 hits, error-free ball for this defense, and that probably makes Coach Moats happier than anything else.
Well, you know, Cale Corsi throws strikes for the most part, and that keeps your defense on their toes.
Yes.
And I tell you, there's nothing much more difficult to stay alive defensively when you're standing out there, and you know, it takes 6, 7, 8 pitches for every batter, and it really makes it difficult for young men to stay on. Well, it makes it difficult for even major leaguers.
Yep.
I don't care what level you're playing. When that pitching is slowing the game down, and it really makes it difficult on the defense.
Yeah, of course he works fast. He works fast through a lot of strikes. It was a really, really, really good game. This is our super effort for this Crawfordsville baseball team today, you know, to really gel behind your number one pitcher, come up with a big inning, that 5-run fifth inning. They string 3 doubles almost in a row together, including a couple of 2-out hits to make everything work out just right. So it was a really, really good win for this young team. And on top of it, it's a conference win.
Well, the ground crew out on the field, Jeff, I didn't get a time between games.
They said approximately 7:30. We finished at 7:01.
Okay.
So we should be back in about half an hour.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't even go a little bit early.
Right.
I mean, our ground crew is these guys are professional.
Tony Bean just said about 15 minutes.
Okay. Sounds
so we'll sign. We'll
about
sign
20 after.
Exactly.
Like,
so we'll sign off for a couple of minutes.
Right.
Give you a chance to run over to the little coach's room, and I'll go get some lineup cards, and we'll see if we can be ready to go in about 15, 20 minutes.
Hey, sounds like a winner. So Athenians victorious. Jeff and I will be back in just a few minutes for game number 2 against the Tri-West Bruins.